Hello, hello. Hey guys, BigSquareRoadRoad.com. Um, I am in the park on a walk. Day 2 of the cleanse, the 9-day cleanse. Very exciting. I mean, very exciting. Let me see if anybody's on yet, or if my Z bones are working. If they're not working, it's an operator error. Is anybody on? Can anybody hear me? Australia. Yo, what's up, Australia? What time is it in Australia? Shit, it's like, isn't it in the middle of the night? Did you feel the quake? I did feel the earthquake. Yes, there was an earthquake. Like it had to be like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Yeah, it was. It wasn't that big, but we felt it really. I mean, it was probably 10 miles away from us was the epicenter, so it was only like a 2.0. But it woke us both up. Yes, I shook the bed for Amy last night. Yeah, we're used to earthquakes. The big ones are really they suck. Big ones suck, but the little ones are fine. Just yeah, shake it up a little. Um, who knows what's going on? There's so much conspiracy talk about the fires these days. Is it true? Is it not true? Are underground bases being taken? I don't know. Truthfully, it wouldn't surprise me if nothing surprises me anymore. Like I've said before, I start now these days. I start from the angle that the conspiracy angle is the correct angle, and everything else is probably needs to be proven to be true. If it's a conspiracy, I'm the first to believe it and then prove to me that it's not true. So I took the backwards route because I mean, every time I go down the path of doing the research and finding out, and it's like so many people out there discovering the truth. And all I know is we're being lied to like you would not believe. Um, as far as markets and crypto stuff, I know I haven't talked much about it because I think it all comes down to the old system. If the old system's going to be around, then the old manipulation is going to be around, and we're going to be waiting, waiting, waiting. They slammed silver and gold today. It's so obvious, and cryptos are completely held in check. So, what do you do? I don't think we're going to see any true fair market values until the banking problem is gone, and the only way the banking problem can be gone is to destroy the old system. Meaning a derivative meltdown. We are so close. Keep an eye on Deutsche Bank. JP Morgan did very well because of their derivative book and the bailouts that they got. I would love to see. They just came out with their earnings. They did great. They beat expectations. The big move in their revenue was from, or in their net income was from trading derivatives. Could that possibly be? The world's largest derivative trader. Did they know where the system was going before they were told? Now, let's just think about it. Some of these big banks that just announced earnings got bailouts. I want to know who the people are that got the bailouts. And there's a way to tell. I think it's a monthly reporting. People are working on it, but the reality is, if we're giving the banks $200 billion per night, they shouldn't be recording any income. They should give that money back to the people. If you ask me, without that 200 billion, they would be insolvent. It would be over. So we are giving money to the banks so that they can give themselves bonuses. It's real bad. It's real bad. So let's talk a little about cryptos. Litecoin Summit coming up. Oh, the whole premise of this was to talk about the events coming up. Litecoin Summit on the 29th. I haven't sent anything out, but everybody, if you paid your one Litecoin to get in, the time and place, it is at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas on the 29th. It starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it goes till 9 or 10 o'clock. But there's going to be a little hour and a half break, so you can run and get something to eat and take a breather. Um, it will be we will have 2 bars there, but you got to pay your own way because the Cosmopolitan absolutely rips you off when it comes to cocktails. You're not allowed to bring your own, but you can have a good buzz coming in the door. That's my take. Yeah, it's like $11 for domestic beer. It's just ridiculous. Hey, Rainey, thank you for the super chat. Yes, I know it's my 3rd video in one day. Actually, it's my 4th because I did one for the private road and for Patreon. So yeah, lots going on. So that is coming up, and then I think I'm speaking one day, the last day at the Litecoin Summit on a panel. I don't know anybody on the panel, but we're talking about social media, I guess. And yeah, it's going to be a hoot. It's going to be a great time. So try to get there. Yeah, if you still want, if you're going and you don't know where to go, it's at the Cosmopolitan, 1 o'clock. It's the Brea, Brera, Brera, ballroom. We have the entire ballroom. They were trying to figure out, can we get 2 rooms and split them up, and it's just going to be one monster room with 2 stages, a big stage and a little stage. So just come prepared to have some fun and talk to everybody. It'll be a big open chat, a lot of Q&A, and some special guests. And it's going to be, Ben wants to have a debate on whether or not the bad guys are going to win or the good guys are going to win, or will the system crash or will it won't crash? What are the ramifications? We're both on the same page when it comes to what is the end result. The end result is cryptos and metals are going to go absolutely haywire, bonkers. Um, but getting there is the question. Is there such thing as a smooth transition? I don't think so, because you can't get over, can't get around 2 quadrillion in derivatives. They won't go away. They can't be tokenized. You don't want them tokenized, truthfully. That whole idea that EOS and Deutsche Bank are going to hook up and start tokenizing derivatives, who would buy it? Who would buy something like that? Hey, more power to them. If they want to waste money on that, go for it. But that gets down to a trust thing. And with bonds, you need trust. With EOS, there's no trustworthiness. So yeah, let the criminals play their little games together. Um, so yes, we got Vegas coming up, and then in February, a huge event, the Anarchapulco conference down in Acapulco, Mexico. Road to Ruta will be there in full fledged. I'm giving a talk at the TDV Summit. I think it's on the 11th. And then I'm putting together a Freedom Road Trip concert, a free concert down there, probably the 14th or so. And amazing people, amazing time. If you can get there, if you want to go, get on it. I go to roadtoruta.com. I think second or third thing down is a link to get your Anarchapulco tickets, because this thing is going to sell out. Yeah, get your tickets now. Beat the rush, shall we say? What else? And it's I'm spending a full week down in Mexico then, so it's going to be a hoot. And anybody who wants to come down, anybody who's been there, you know how fun it is and how cool it is. You meet all kinds of people, and you think differently down there, and um, get your mind out of that the regulators need to be there at all, or we need government at all. We don't need government. Obviously, we don't need 35 million people working for the government, directly or indirectly. But we don't even need them at all. Truthfully, we are quite capable of taking our own responsibility for our own lives. So, and the people who aren't, you've got friends, relatives, churches who used to take care of people. It used to be a land of the free and home of the brave. The brave part is you got to take care of yourself, and no more nanny state. So the whole derivative mess and keeping the thing smooth transitions got to go. That's not the country that we were born into. We're born into a country of free thinkers, freedom, live freely, without the government's boot on our neck. Um, so we'll see what happens. I think we're getting there. We're getting back to there, but it's going to take a lot to get rid of these criminals. As you all know, if you watch anything about the news these days, you can't trust anybody anymore, and that's the key to the future: is trustless systems. Um, so I'm excited about it. Yeah, that's the good stuff. As far as when's Litecoin going to go crazy, 4 to 1. I am absolutely on the 4 to 1 bandwagon, especially when the banks have problems. When they have problems, they'll start moving to 4 to 1. It's like, what is it now? I don't even know what it is right now. What's the Litecoin? So it's got to be about 80 to 1, 90 to 1, which is ridiculous. It's going to 4 to 1. And when it goes to 4 to 1, it'll start with big moves up when the banks start to wobble. And then everybody will say, oh my God, what are we going to use as money? And then voila. It's 149 to 1 right now. See how crazy that is? Silver's just the same boat. Silver and Litecoin are almost identical as far as being suppressed the most because they are the most important, in my opinion. Hello, crypto angels. What's up? I can barely see the. I'm on my phone right now, so it's little tiny writing for my little shitty eyes. So I hope you guys are having fun in the chat room. What else? A couple of things. Veritasium, we're just waiting for the potential settlement. I think it'll be a good pop when the settlement comes in, but Veritasium's a long-term hold. If they don't, if the crooks take over and say no, we'll have none of this. I don't think they will because they're so freaking wrong on this one. But if they do, yeah, it could go to zero. So just be aware of that. It could also be used um, outside of the United States. Although that's a problem if they confiscate all Reggie's tokens, which is 90% of the tokens. So it's a different kind of cryptocurrency. It is a company. It is 100% centralized. Centralized as far as the company centralization of where the tokens are, not the process that can be implemented by Reggie and the Vadar and veritizing gold and silver and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. It's a long shot, but if it comes true, you're swinging for the fences when you buy Veritasium, and you'll either strike out or get a grand slam. So that's kind of where we are on that one. And it doesn't take much to move that price 20-30%. It does practically almost every day now. It's bumping up and down above $20, and just keep an eye on it. Hey, anybody out there doing the 9-day cleanse? You're on day 2. Congratulations. This is the sad thing is the whole food is pretty much gone. You got just a day and a half left of eating solid foods before we move on to smoothies because the 9 days seems easier, but it's like just when you get used to eating the salads and fruits and nuts and things like that, all of a sudden, bang, you're on the smoothies, and then bang, you're on the juices, then bang, it's over. So, you guys who are doing it, good job. Hang in there. It's only 9 days. That's an easy one. And Andy C, I lost 5 pounds the second day. Yeah, especially if you've got extra weight to lose, you drop the pounds really fast, like really fast. Um, I did at least. The first time I did, I dropped 25 pounds on the 21 day. And I did another 21 day and lost because I had gained back 10 and then I lost another 15, something like 10. Total of 35. And then I gained back 12, and that's where I'm going. I want to lose that 12 in the 9 days. And it's not hard. I'm eating whatever I want. It's just got to be raw food, raw vegetables, raw nuts, no coffee, no booze, no beer. That's how you lose the weight. No beer. So, yeah. All right, let's see what we got on Super Chats. It'll be beer in Vegas. Clint, I know. I hear we're getting a keg for the house. That kind of scares me. But I'll be off the cleanse. Big square for 2020. No, I'm a line soldier. I'm a lieutenant. I'm not a president. I don't want to be. I'm too opinionated. I have a hard time seeing the other guy's side because he's wrong. Isn't that sad? I know. Okay, let's see what we got in the chat room. The signs are overt and fixed. Were you affected by the ridiculous PG&E outage? I was affected. Our house was like right at the border where they cut it off, so they didn't cut off our power, but they cut off power to all the stores, shops, restaurants in this little town. It's a little enclave called Montclair in Oakland. It was just nothing. It was a ghost town because there was no power. They cut off all the power. So all my neighbors were like on the other side of the block were affected. It I don't know what was going on. Obviously, there's something more than what PG&E is saying. PG&E's got deep, dark connections, so yeah, look out. It's kind of scary. Let's see what we got going. Talk about the debates. Oh yeah, Democratic debates coming up 5 o'clock, I think. Um, yeah, 5 o'clock. What do you say? A stage full of criminal criminals who can't tell the truth, can't face reality at all, and they're going to be just talking about, they're going to be virtue signaling and talking about gender equality and the whole thing. They have bathrooms here now in California that is like no gender bathrooms and stuff. They call it something else. I don't remember the name. The reality is, yeah, everybody should be allowed to do whatever they want, but keep it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself, but don't ask the rest of the world to do things for you because you believe in something that 99.9% of the population doesn't live that lifestyle. That's your problem. That was your decision to make, or you were born with it. Whatever it is that you've got it. Figure out what a girl's or a boy's bathroom is appropriate for you, and don't act like a weirdo when you're in there. I mean, it's not to kowtow and bow down and change everything for 0.001% of the population is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that's why one of the many reasons I'm moving out of California is that all this virtue signaling, you have to, it's gotten to a point where it's unlivable. Can't function like that. Why not? My son came back from school and said there's 87 different genders or something ridiculous like that. Watch. California will be voting on, hey, there's a law. If you have a bathroom, you have to have 87 different bathrooms, one for each gender. That's how freaking ridiculous it is here now. And most of my friends here who are not the crazy / libertarian that I am, even the Democrats are saying this is completely out of hand. I don't know how did we let it get away? Just wait till they run out of money because California is spending money on bullshit, and all the docks are going to be losing money because of the end of trade. And you notice that the whole trade deal, that great trade deal that made the stock market go up 500 points on Friday and then fell back down, was nothing. Who said that? I think I said something like that. Watch, China's already come out and said, no, there's nothing agreed upon other than what we already agreed upon. It's crazy. Crazy times. So, what else? Anybody else got anything going on? As I'm trying to delay my walk, I'm on a walk right now. Where am I moving? Amy wants to move to Hawaii, but I don't know. We might just hang out there for a couple months, see if we like it. It's beautiful. I love going to Hawaii, but I don't know about living there. I don't trust the volcanoes. The Ring of Fire is Michelle White. Oh, by the way, Michelle White-Dove has a new report out that I'm listening to as I was walking, and I stopped it to talk to you guys. But yeah, it's a big, long one. So go to her website. I think it's michellewhitedove.com. I believe you can find it. And it's a crypto report along with other stuff. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Michelle's. She's been right on the readings I've had, and I think she's right on with her crypto discussions. And she's a big fan of Theta. And Theta is one of those also that is just so good that they have to keep it down. So if you don't have any Theta yet, now's the time to load up on Theta under, like, I think it was under $9 today. I mean, 9 cents, $9, 9 cents. And she has it in her data, in her readings, she has it going over 1,000 into the many thousands, from 9 cents to many thousands. Huh. Interesting. So we will see what goes on with that. But yeah, if you put any time and effort looking into Theta, and that could change the world with distributed broadband, and we all know how much we use YouTube. So yeah, I have great hopes for Theta, and if I had any more money, I'd be putting it in Theta right now. So where do you buy Theta? Go to CoinMarketCap and look at markets. It'll show you where to buy it. There's a couple exchanges that trade it, not enough, but yeah, Theta's a good one. Many people ask me Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin. I like them both. I think Litecoin in the long run will be the global global means of exchange, but Bitcoin Cash in the short run is going to have some huge runs up because of the differentiation between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. And Bitcoin Ben nailed it when he said it would happen because of Asia. So Litecoin in the Western world, Bitcoin Cash in Asia, which would be really interesting. And we know all the Bitcoin Cash miners are over there. and Rogers over there. So yeah, I think Bitcoin Cash should do very well in the next run up, and it's down so much right now. It's another one that got just beat the crap out of it. There's a lot of them that got the crap beaten out of them. But those of you who bought in on the crash of Veritasium at $4, you're real happy now. You're up, 500% in the last couple months. It should have never gone down to $4. It was so much FUD going out. Even YouTube guys are fudding on poor Reggie. All you had to do was read the rebuttal and say SEC has no idea what they're talking about, and the rebuttal was amazing. That doesn't mean it's going to come out, smelling like roses. I think the SEC wants they want a piece of Reggie Middleton's left thigh or whatever they're going to take, and they're going to take it and they're going to say you're a criminal. He's going to admit to it, hopefully, and get a fine, or I don't know. They might remove him from Veritasium if he did something wrong. I don't know what he did wrong. Everything he had an answer for, and I know that the SEC did a lot wrong in that 2-year-long investigation, as in blocked a lot of the deals that Reggie could have proven to them that it was a software. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out, but yeah, I think Veritasium at $4 was a ridiculous deal. At $20 is a huge deal. At $4.50 was probably properly valued back in December of 2017 when it was up at, I think it was up at $450. So we will see. Keep talking about hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is impossible. Can't happen. Why? Because they rig the price of commodities. Every single commodity, the price is rigged. So you're not going to see the price of cars go up drastically because they can keep the price of steel low. You're not going to see the price of solar panels go up drastically because they can keep the price of solar panels low. The silver, you're not going to see it because they can keep the price as low as they want. It's a click of a mouse. They control all prices. So hyperinflation will be seen in strange places, in places they want money to go, like the stock market. They want the stock market to go. So they do. Click a mouse. Steve Mnuchin, head of IT from Goldman Sachs. What do? You click a mouse. You can put the price of Bitcoin at $1 million of Bitcoin or zero with a click of a mouse and shut down all markets. I don't think they will. I think the good guys are in charge now, and I think they will ultimately destroy the old system, because you can't have a crypto system with a derivative system hanging in the background. And the back system, absolutely derivatives. But the volume's so ridiculously low. Right now, I would say of the Fed repos, very little are going towards derivatives. Just the mortgage-backed securities. Not the treasuries are not counted as derivatives. They're theoretically their own asset type. It's the derivatives that are on top of that, the futures and options and all that shit, that needs to go away. So it's all still there. It hasn't been deleted from the system. It hasn't been settled. But a lot of them are 1 year, so we'll see what happens in a year. At the volumes right now, it would take at least 80 years to derivatize or to tokenize the derivative market. 80 years. 80 years. I don't have that kind of time, and that's 3 generations. Our kids will have to live through this bullshit if we allow the tokenization of derivatives via, some kind of ICE solution. ICE is the problem. ICE is the criminal exchanges that have been rehypothecating all assets along with the DTCC. So we'll see what happens. Andy C, what is a derivative? Look it up, bud. Look it up. I don't know what a derivative is, but I know there's 2 quadrillion of them. I wonder what else there's 2 quadrillion of, like molecules in my glasses. I don't know. What does POTUS think about cryptos? He says he hates them, but I think he's lying. It's like Buffett says he hates gold, but I think he's lying. We know he doesn't hate silver. He just doesn't talk about silver. He doesn't hate silver. He bought 130 million ounces of silver. But why doesn't he talk about it? Why doesn't he ever say why he bought the silver? Because he was trying to take out the bad guys. Buffett behind the scenes is doing some crazy stuff to help the system, help maintain the system right now, and then ultimately he'll help crash the system. So we will see. All right, I don't have a lot of time here, so I'm just gonna say thank you guys again. Two things going on. One, we got the Litecoin Summit on the Litecoin event, Road to Roota event on the 29th, the summit on the 30th and the 31st in Vegas. And number two, if you want to go to an Acapulco and have the best time of your life, that is February 10th, I think 11th through the 16th or something like that. And you can go to roadtoroota.com and click on you can get your tickets right there. All right. All right. You guys hang in there. I'll talk to you later. Lots coming out tomorrow on the Road to Roota. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you later.